Well, we got more important news now.
What's that?
We got Russia, or shall I say, Putin invading Ukraine.
Putin's Putin.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Yo, son dropped like 600 bombs, bro.
Really? It's been that much?
Bro.
That many?
600 plus.
Wow.
Shit, dude. Wow.
You sure it's him? It's not us?
Wow. Dude, what are you doing?
I'm just
trying
saying.
to get a shadow band, yo.
You got
What?
some
That could mean anything.
you got some inside information?
Right, you got some inside.
I don't know, but I be tracking certain Air Force planes that be going around, and I'm like, yo, why are you going around? Why are you in the air right now?
Oh, wow.
You tracking Air Force planes that are going around in Ukraine?
Yeah, they're all around that area. There's like 3 of them.
Bro, aren't they on the Poland side?
I don't know, but again, I have a
But
question.
you did.
That's my question.
You saw that, right? That Poland's talking about giving like 20-something MiGs.
Yeah.
That's because America already authorized it and pushed the UN to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
20
So,
what?
MiGs.
What's that?
The fighter jets.
Oh, okay.
But that exactly. But it's the US really behind it. They're like they're like gassing it. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, yo.
We've been behind this, son. We've been
it's
behind
like
Son,
it's like the dude passing the shank to the other dude.
Right. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
You know he was talking about you, right? You know he was talking about your mama, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Take this, just in case.
That's what they doing, you know.
Biden was just like, hey, he about to attack soon. He's gonna do it. And it's like, yo,
Like, hold these real quick, just in case.
it's crazy.
Basically.
So
It's crazy, man. It's crazy that outrage how people are like, supposedly anti-war, like, yo, we need to stop this. We need to intervene.
You see
Oh
that?
boy, here we go.
what?
Yeah. Nah, he talking about Jay. He talking about Jay though.
No, I'm talking about Jimmy getting started. Right now.
Oh, I tell you, Canvas talking about FBI about to be knocking on Jay door in 5 minutes.
I mean, anyway. Yeah, I feel terrible. Like, and something I was thinking about, I wanted to ask you guys is, with all these like sanctions and stuff with Russia, like, do you think like it almost seems, or actually it is, like U.S. just trying to like completely destroy Russia with all of this stuff, right? Because they can't even buy anything. They can't use
Well,
banks.
when Putin said this is equivalent to an act of war, right? Like from a speech that he had made, it's true. It is.
Yeah.
Why do you say it's true?
Because you're basically squeezing the country with all these sanctions that are happening. You have other companies that are they're no longer doing business with Russia. So it's like,
see, but that's one of the whole cancel culture thing, right?
Yeah, it is part of that's on a larger scale.
Yeah,
and that goes back to that.
Now, and now there's pressure. Like the people are putting pressure, like McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Pepsi.
McDonald's.
Like,
So it is.
McDonald's owns their property in Russia, so it's not like Russia controls them in any way. Like, you know, when you go to some other countries and you have a company there where that country still, you know, can tell you what to do.
Right.
But that's not the case with McDonald's. But there's like this whole outrage, like, no, McDonald's needs to do this and all that. And then they were going after American Express just because all the other banks were like, okay, we stopping, you know, our operations. So like, come on.
So it is nothing but cancel culture and media, because it's like I said about the virus, right? Like, we don't report on it, no one cares. No, it ain't a thought. If we don't report on it, so if let's say the news reported the same way when Obama disarmed Ukraine.
Oh, you know about that?
Yeah,
You know about that?
Hey, they ain't coming to my house. They're coming to your house now.
I'm just wondering, like, would people feel the same?
I was holding my tongue because
No.
you know how I be.
Will
Nah,
people feel
go ahead. Talk about it, son.
people feel the same? I'm just saying, like,
That's true.
I mean, come on.
And it's not to say that Russia going into Ukraine and doing all these things. Like, we're not supporting any of that, right? It's just that, man, it sucks.
But I agree with
It is
Switch
terrible.
though, because the way that the U.S. has been involved,
They poking the bear, yo.
and they've been doing it since the Obama administration. Like this president that's in there now ain't the real president. You know what I mean? The president that was there before, he was somebody who
You
was
talking
cool
about
with
Ukraine?
Russia. Yeah.
Yes,
Ukraine.
correct. Yeah.
And then we got him out of there. And we have an ambassador saying F the EU. We're gonna put whatever president we want to put in there. On record, bro. On
Wow.
record.
Wow.
And
I
then
didn't
you
know
look
about that.
you look at like when you look at a map, right? Ukraine used to be part of the Soviet Union, right? And a lot of
Yeah.
those countries underneath. You look at a map and it does look like the UN or the West or the US, however you want to put it, is encroaching closer and closer to Russia. So if it's Bloods and Crips, you know what I'm saying? If it's Latin Kings and Nietas, you know what I'm saying? Whoever it is, like when your enemy, when your ops is moving closer and closer, what you gonna do? You gotta protect your land. You gotta protect your property because you don't know what's gonna happen. And if there's CIA, the WikiLeaks, on WikiLeaks you can find that the CIA said that we were trying to provoke them into a war by
Well,
by trying to get Ukraine to join the UN, right?
U.S. is the greatest chess players, though, man.
they instigators, yo.
They get
It's
it
the
done.
Cold War, man. It's the Cold War.
They get it done. Look at what they're doing. Even when you see
It's
what they're
all
doing
the
now,
Eastern
what
Europe
they
is
doing
clicking up.
now,
It's
it's
clicking
like
up.
flipping this on Putin, and it's like, hit your economy, get your people to rebel against you.
Yo, but they've been
right?
had sanctions though. That's what's crazy. It's like that they ain't gonna do nothing to them.
Yeah, but now it's like to the extreme, right? Where
It's
people
OD.
can't even take out their
Banks.
money.
Yo, they can't even get on the internet, yo. They can't
That's
even
wild.
TikToks.
Dogecoin is worth more than Russian money right now.
That's wild.
Bro.
Oh,
yeah,
I heard V-Bucks, right? Was it
Yeah,
Roblox?
Roblox.
Roblox?
Roblox.
Yeah.
Robux are worth more than what is it? The ruble? That's what they call it.
Ruble, yeah.
Ruble.
Ruble.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's rubble now, yeah.
I see what you did there.
That's crazy.
They're Putin.
But they got the oil though, son.
And that's my question. Like,
And we
how
got
long-
$7 per gallon over here in Cali.
But we
Yeah.
still paying for the oil.
$7.
That's that's what the meme said. I don't know if it's true. I paid $5 yesterday.
Yeah, we're encroaching. We're getting closer and closer to 5. We're at like 4 something.
We just hit 4 today.
And my question with Russia and gas is like, well, they supply gas to most of Europe. And Germany decided that they want to shut off their nuclear power plant, all this other stuff, and just use natural gas. And now look at where they at. So doesn't Putin really have the upper hand? You know, because how long can Germany survive just on Japan oil, our oil, and everybody else's, right?
I
Yeah.
think it Canada, right?
Well, they didn't you guys one of you guys post that we trying to rub shoulders with Venezuela?
Oh,
They
yeah,
could be a
true.
supplier.
I missed that.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, they're trying to lift some sanctions off of Venezuela so that we
So
can
they
go
can-
to them.
So they can produce and
They played
distribute.
chess, man.
Yo,
I'm
like
telling
what's
you,
going
bro.
on over there? I thought like people were killing each other over like
Where?
in Venezuela because they were burning their own
Oh,
money because
Oh, yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
broke.
Yeah.
Well, they'll get some more money when we get them oil barrels coming back in.
Y'all think that Putin played this smart or not?
I don't know, man.
Trump thinks so.
Well, of course he's gonna say that.
No, he said that. Did y'all didn't see the video?
Yeah.
Nah, what'd he say?
He was like that he's smart because he was able to bomb them and take up a bunch of real estate and he didn't have to pay no consequences for it. Right?
Yeah.
Because sanctions don't mean nothing to him.
Oh, yeah. But yeah. That's just the beginning, yo.
What do you mean by that? Just
It ain't over.
it's
It
not.
ain't over. Like you said, sanctions ain't nothing but poking the bear. That's it. Like, but, you know what I'm saying? You just go, they really just pissing them more and more. Yo, if you do all of that to me, right? You take everything away that I have. I ain't got nothing left. It's over. What do I
Hit
have
him
left,
up.
yo?
Tupac, hit him up.
That's it. So now, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you gonna take everything I got from me? Bet. I got this. I
It
got
is
this
hit 'em
button.
up,
I got
but
this button by my desk though.
I mean, it is hit 'em up, but you get hit back. You gonna
Bro,
get hit back.
he gonna get hit. He is gonna get hit back, but he ain't going. He ain't going down.
And
He
especially
going
with
down
what,
swinging.
and especially like Europe is like at his doorstep. So there's dudes that's there.
He'll
They
crush.
can
He'll
launch
crush
from
Europe,
there. You know what
son.
I'm
He can
saying?
crush Europe.
Yo, I was
could.
gonna say Europe is close, and they get it the worst. They
would.
will get it the
And
worst.
China
But
got
it
his
would.
back. China
But
got
it,
his back,
but
son.
it would affect their country as well.
It would, but bro, again, you have nothing to lose. You lost
Yeah, he
everything
said that
already.
already. Yeah, he said that
So,
already. That was the main point. He lost everything. He got, you know what I mean?
you know what I'm saying? Everybody else is worried about their stuff. I ain't got nothing. Now you gotta come play with me. Let
Mm-hmm.
me
Let's
see what
go.
this Eiffel Tower will look like. Nah,
Oh,
yo.
Right.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
just
I think
saying.
it's unfortunate, man, that people are being displaced. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
You
Yo,
know,
so
a country that has some kind of sovereignty and they just people got to evacuate. You know,
mhm.
live a different lifestyle now, move to a different country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I'm hearing that I don't know. You know, there's mixed. I have mixed emotions about what media tells us versus what's the truth.
Mhm.
So they've been saying that Russia has been like not losing as far as the battle because they are definitely taking over. Because I feel like people say, "Oh, they're losing." No, they're taking
no,
over
they taking over.
cities. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So let's
Like,
not say they losing.
what are you
They're
Cause it's
like,
not as
watching?
oh,
easy.
they're
They're
like,
watching the
oh,
mainstream media because that's what the mainstream
Yeah.
media is saying. They
yeah.
don't
They're
really
like,
know what's
oh, it's
popping.
10 days, and they still like, nah, but he's still taking over.
Yeah.
Like, it
They
could
just
be,
saying it.
you know what I mean? It could be a good thing for him or a bad thing. Like, oh, we expected to do this in 30 days, but we taking over quicker. You know what I mean? I'm
Yo,
They
sure
but
there
just
was a
saying,
plan behind that.
yeah,
how,
they just
how
saying
come?
they're not doing it as easy as they thought it would. But
But they're saying that they're losing
nobody?
a lot of soldiers, right, in the process.
yeah,
Are they?
yeah, that's what they say. But
Oh,
they
they
Allegedly.
got
did. He gave one dude hero status. He blew himself up and blew up a bunch of their troops or something like that. He had a press
sheesh.
conference about that recently. Yo, but how come
Is
we're
that
not
real?
hearing? Yeah, well, that's what he said. I don't know, but how do you verify that? The
Yeah.
Who's he?
president, the president,
Zelensky.
Putin
Oh, Putin.
said that one of his dudes, he gave him like whatever the honorable mention,
Oh,
whatever high reward.
I thought that was from
Look at
Ukraine.
those.
That blew up the bridge, allegedly.
No, this dude blew himself up. He fought everybody. He said, according to what Putin was saying, was that they got
You
it under
see,
attack. He took down a bunch of people, which ultimately he fought to the death. Is basically what he said, and so he
how
made him
you,
like a national hero.
bro? How you fight a dude that's willing to die, yo?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at over there. You got boxers that are
Yeah,
you got the Klitschko brothers,
the
you
Klitschko
got
brothers, man. They're like 50
Lomachenko,
something, 50 something years old out there. Klitschko's when they got them Starlinks though.
the
You seen
Starlinks.
it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're saying that now, like everybody who's what over 18 has to fight pretty much.
Dude from Dancing with the Stars,
He
he
came
danced
back,
his
didn't he?
way out of that. Yeah.
Yeah, he danced his way out of
He's,
that. He's
he
like, I'm
said he
out.
was the only dude on the bus back.
Really?
So
Wow.
he said he's ashamed because he was
He'll
on a
get
bus
over it.
with just women and
I
children.
mean, is that fair though? Like,
What?
you gonna put me to fight? I ain't trying to fight. I'm trying to
It's a
get him
country,
out of
bro.
here. I already
The
know what's
US a
coming.
country.
I already know what's coming this way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know we not gonna win this. So
He said, "I'm American, bro."
Yeah.
He did.
I bet you Mike Tyson ain't gonna be like, yo, give me a gun to fight for the US.
Yo, Muhammad Ali wasn't.
Nah, right. He sure was. He said, you locked me up, yo.
Floyd Mayweather, ain't none of these, ain't none of our stars gonna be like, yeah, let's fight for
Nah,
US.
none of them dudes.
Well, there was an NFL player though, right? I think he used to play for the Patriots. He went to go fight during.
Nah, the Cardinals.
Oh, was the Cardinals? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Pat Tillman. Yeah.
Yeah, Pat Tillman, R.I.P. Yeah, that dude.
Wow, he died in war.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
he died allegedly from friendly fire.
Yeah, that's the part that sucks, yo.
What sucks is the civilians that are getting hit, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yo, but why nobody talking about the bombings that we're doing
In
in
Africa.
Afghanistan.
in Syria and in Yemen? Because
It's
we
not in the
bombing.
news
We bombing.
because the news ain't pick it
Supposedly,
up.
what it was about? Supposedly.
Where everybody who's outraged about innocent people dying though.
Nah, you right. It's true. It's unfortunate.
We only get mad at what the media tells us to be mad about.
Basically. You
So
puppets.
U.S. is bombing Syria right now.
US.
I think they already did it.
Yeah, they already did it. US, UK, the UN.
What's going on there?
Yeah.
Even after
Politics.
Trump, that whole Trump situation. Because I remember when Trump got mad because there was what was it? They said chemical warfare.
Oh yeah.
And then remember he
Yemen?
dropped the bombs on Syria.
In Syria, yes, sorry, yes.
And he bombed all the. Well, he gave the warning, right? Like, yeah, we're gonna bomb, and then everybody evacuated.
Come on.
And then they bombed the
Yo,
army.
but they tell you, Russia says right now, evacuate Wappinger. Like, where you gonna go, dog?
I'm out.
Where?
The building.
Where?
I'm driving. I don't care. I'm going out. I'm leaving.
There's nowhere you could go. You remember what happened in Katrina? Like, a lot of people couldn't leave. There was too much traffic. They didn't have money to leave. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with Hurricane Sandy when it hit
I'm
New
gonna take my
Jersey. Like,
chances.
some people couldn't leave. Like, just
get on the train, yo.
The trade.
I'm out.
There was a
Reddit, halfway.
A Reddit post of somebody that their father, their mom, and the sister were evacuating, and she was saying that she would talk to her dad here and there through WhatsApp, right, whenever they had connection, and she was saying that it took him 3 days or something like that to reach the border of like Poland in that area, and that it was nonstop driving. Like, he was already tired, but that he needed to, obviously, they needed to get away from.
To get out of there
from Kyiv. But yeah, it's crazy. You're right.
And what about the videos?
Crazy stuff.
What about the videos of those Africans at the border? Is that real?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, they said it was real.
Yeah. How you got time to be racist?
There wasn't really that much outrage,
right? Nobody. The same people, the peacemakers who want war, and you know what I'm saying. Like, where are these people at talking about like, yo, Black Lives Matter? You know what I'm saying? In Kyiv.
That's crazy though. Like, yo, everybody trying to get out of here. Y'all got time to be racist? Like, yo, chill.
Bro, we all trying to live, man.
Right. Like,
nah, you too dark or you whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Like
what? I'm trying to get out of here too, yo.
Just like you. I'm trying to live, bro.
That's crazy.
Wow. That's foul.
It is.
Yeah, I still don't know. It's foul. You know what I mean? Because people are dying. War sucks. But it's like people are real quick to take a side, and it's like there's evil on both sides.
Yeah, man.
And there ain't no reason why we need to intervene as a country to be part of that evil,
Well, yeah, that's the thing about all this, because if you read the history, right, it was like you was mentioning earlier, like the whole Soviet Union thing, and then they kind of split up, and then so the U.S. has been trying to get what do you call them? Ukraine to become part of NATO, right? But there's certain standards you gotta have. Like, it ain't just like, yo, you just become part of NATO.
Right.
You have to have like this checklist of stuff like democracy, and you have to run it the way they want you to run it. If not, you can't become part of NATO.
Right.
So they didn't have that up to par, or allegedly.
Yeah, I heard that part. Do you know what it was though? Because I don't know what it was.
I don't know.
Like,
I think it's like running like a democracy, like how we run elections, and different things of that nature. I guess how they run the military, like it's just like you have to abide by their rules and how to work.
Wasn't Zelensky voted in?
They want the same voting.
Well, they were supposedly going in that direction, but then he
got voted in like Biden.
They never got to become a part of NATO, and I think the pushback is because they know that Russia is going to be like, nah, like, what are y'all? You're going to be right at my doorstep, really? Y'all going to put U.S. military right at my doorstep, really?
Well, it would be adding another one because they already have what's the other country?
Oh, we already there?
Right above it, right? Georgia.
Yeah,
Georgia.
Yeah, there's a country that's right at the border that's already NATO, so it wasn't
Isn't
like
Poland? No.
Oh, it's Poland.
Poland is
Yeah.
also part of NATO, I believe so.
Yeah, and it's right there.
Let me Google that joint.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, so they weren't up to par, and then it's like, all right, so now y'all not NATO, we can't really do anything as far as military wise.
We
But
told y'all to get down with us. Well, but we gonna
give
give
you
you some
that shank.
planes.
We
We
gonna
give
give
you
you
that.
that
Yeah.
shank.
We give you that bag so you can get some planes, and let's get you some let's extend you some credits to some Boeing planes. You know what
The
I'm saying?
crazy thing was that they were shelling that nuclear plant,
Which one?
and they
Did they
said that
get
it
it?
almost caught on. No, it almost they were shelling it, so they were saying that it almost caught on fire, and that could have started a nuclear.
You talking about the Chernobyl joint?
Nah. So
It's a no.
Ukraine has, I think Ukraine has the
you're talking
most
about the plant, right?
nuclear plants in Europe. They have the
Mhm.
most nuclear plants, but a lot of them have been shut off because of the war.
Mhm.
But they were saying that there's still some kind of fuel that's there, right? Nuclear fuel that if it catches on fire, it can cause the radiation all throughout Europe and even hit some parts of Russia as well.
Sheesh.
So while this war is happening, missiles, you know what I mean? Things
Yeah.
happen, or you shooting and you start a fire, you might wipe out the whole Europe. Just
That won't even happen. It'll be the idiot smoking cigarettes right outside.
But that's what they were saying. They were like, there's a fire here, and tell Russia to cease fire. But it also
No,
seemed
they
like it
are
was kinda,
surrounded, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, they're already there, right? What they in Poland? Where else?
Wow.
Mad countries.
Everything, bro. It's only them in China, pretty much.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
They're like the last one standing.
Yeah, but them two pretty big, yo.
They're big and they got
That's
big
the thing,
armies.
Yeah.
Like that's why that was their only players to get everybody involved around them. Because what else
Yeah.
could you do? Them dudes are so two biggest countries, yo.
Yep.
Yeah, so no, Georgia is south.
And China has
Poland,
refrained from all of this.
Turkey.
You know
course.
what's funny is that a lot of headlines saying like New York, that US is letting China know, like, like basically putting them in their place, like, y'all better, this is a warning to y'all. Like, come on, man, stop it.
Yo,
we need
son,
China. We need China more than
What-
they need us.
Facts.
What?
Facts.
We ain't trying to cross that line with them.
Bruh.
Yo, but that's why
And I'm not just talking
Biden is on the
military.
same tip
Come
as-
on, you mean
No,
everything.
right.
I'm talking about products and everything.
That's
We
why
need China.
Biden is following Trump's footsteps and trying to get stuff made here in the U.S. because we're highly, especially our medications, we're highly dependent on China. So you know what's gonna happen if we go to war with Russia and China? It's a wrap
Red
for us.
Dawn. Red Dawn.
Yeah, no gas, no meds. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really.
Yo.
Yeah.
What? No. That's not Christian UV wands.
No, that's not Christian hoodies.
Yeah,
On sale now at that'snotchristian.com.
China has they abstained. So they had all the countries vote on what was it, sanctions,
Mhm.
and China abstained from it. North Korea obviously abstained. Russia.
North Korea.
No, I'm sorry. North Korea said no. I think there was
North
like 5
Korea?
countries that said no. Yeah,
Kim Jong.
yeah. They
He
have.
said
I think they have ambassadors in the UN as well.
Oh, okay.
They had probably South Korea.
That's what I was thinking. South. I thought North was like.
I don't think they're
totally-
letting North Korea
They
in,
not,
bro.
yeah, not in the UN.
Huh?
Yeah.
Nah,
They're
not
not
Nah,
a
it must be.
democracy,
It gotta
bro.
be South.
I gotta look that up.
Kim Jong. Nah.
Brazil.
Yeah, because they're part of BRICS.
Yeah, what's BRICS? That's who?
That's Brazil, Russia. I don't know who. I don't know. India, maybe. China and somebody else.
Oh,
I don't know who S is.
Who's K?
It's BRICS.
Oh,
Rhonda says China's economy is dependent on ours as well.
I mean,
maybe.
it might be a 70-30 type of deal.
Right. Like
Well,
Tommy, right?
we do a lot of
Right,
business. I mean,
60-40.
we do a lot of business with China. You know what I'm saying?
Everything
do.
is from China, bro.
Yeah.
What we give them? Money. That's what we give
That's
them.
what we give them. That's why
what
you
made them
can't buy.
wealthy.
Yo, that's why you can't buy a car right now. That's affordable because you ain't got no chips.
Because
That's why when you selling on eBay and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get this
Oh,
product.
South Africa. S is for South
South
Africa.
Africa. Oh,
And
I'm gonna get this product, and then some dude from China sells it for $5. You're like, I can't even sell
Right.
this. Dude got the knockoff for cheaper.
wow.
So annoying.
Yeah, man.
Where's Switch gonna get his Louis belts if we go to war with China?
Yeah, man.
What?
So
I
you
get my Gucci belts.
So U.S.
Chinatown.
exports
No Gucci Crocs.
U.S. exports
dude.
oil seeds, grains, semiconductors, and
To
cars.
China?
Yeah,
To
to
China?
Semiconductors and what?
oil and gas and cars and
What, we
grains.
set up some Chevys out there?
Well, GM, bro. Yeah, GM.
I
is
know,
huge over there.
but
So is Ford.
Man, get out of here. I mean, I get it, but
rock.
ain't nothing like, yo, that's 2 Chevy and Ford we sent out there, and they sending us
Kias.
right.
That's
No,
South
that's
Korea.
That's
That's
Korea.
Korea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Chinese cars we don't have.
We
any
don't do.
yet.
We don't do Chinese.
Yeah, we
cars.
ain't got no Chinese
We don't-
cars.
not
Oh yeah,
yet.
Or
okay.
Russian cars.
Yeah.
Nah, we
Rush,
just
but Russia
just-
does Russia even make cars? No.
They used
Nah.
to. They had the Yugos, didn't they? Ain't that Russian?
ain't that what Rodney King got beaten?
Nah, he was in the Yugo.
What was it not a Yugo?
I don't know. I don't know that. That I don't know.
Nah.
That's one of them fun facts I don't know.
Nah,
South,
Right.
South Korea is our homies. You know what I'm saying? Those is
South
our
Korea.
homies.
What, you got a Hyundai?
Nah, well, I got the Mitsubishi.
Yo, is that Chinese? What's that?
What,
That's
Mitsubishi?
Japanese.
Japanese.
That's
Oh, it's
Japanese. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't a fair deal that China got with the U.S.
Nah, yo.
We sell them rice.
Sound
Right?
like Trump right now.
Didn't Trump send them rice? He sold them rice or something like
What you
that.
sell rice for? They make plastic rice.
That's why.
They make plastic rice.
You ain't never seen that?
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Plastic lettuce. You seen
The
that?
lettuce, the plastic lettuce.
So do you guys with all this, right? Like as believers and all this, y'all think like this is World War III, end of the world? Like this is what we in? Like you hear a lot of people on the internet saying we're gonna get into a big World War III, like, or do y'all? A lot of people start coming out with the end time prophecies, right? It's the end of the world, right? And
There's
that's
wars
cool,
and
right?
rumors of wars.
Because
That's cool. That's cool.
because I
That's
mean,
cool.
when
Yeah,
the
it's cool.
disciples were talking, they were like, "It's end days back then, 2,000 years ago." You know, what I'm
Right. They
saying?
probably
So-
said that during World War II.
right. So that's just what it is. We definitely in the fourth quarter. We don't know what day of time,
Yeah, we in the fourth
People
quarter
die every
for
day.
real.
B.
but are people like trying to take this and being like, "Oh yeah, that's it, it's over."
Every day you get closer to the last day.
That's
That's
it.
true. That's true.
Today might
don't
be
know.
your
I
last
think-
day. Get right with God.
Yeah.
This is Revelations.
Revelation. Yeah.
I think Putin's crazy, and right now,
He's a
like
gangster,
we were
bro.
saying, he got nothing to lose. Can there be a World War III? Maybe.
Can be.
Yo, but how would the U.S. react if Russia invited Mexico and Canada and Puerto Rico and Hawaii and Alaska and everybody to be part of their, treaty organization that's going to help them fight?
Join my team, man.
Yeah, like we would respond
But-
the same way, man. We would.
But
respond the
that's
same way.
kind of. I also feel like that's kind of your fault. Like,
That's true.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm
Why
saying.
would you
Like,
allow
all right, we
that to
good
happen?
chess players. Like, y'all should have been rubbing shoulders. Like, hey, Ukraine, whatever. I got
What
you.
up?
Don't
What's
worry.
poppin', son?
What's up, my dog? What's up, big head? What's up, baby? Let me take you out for dinner.
Right. They were sleeping, huh?
You know what I'm saying? US came in like, yo, we got that bag for you. Don't worry.
I got you, shorty. What
Because
you need?
Ukraine was like number 3 when it came with nukes. I didn't even know that.
Oh,
Like
I
they
didn't
had
know that either.
they had the most nukes, and
What?
they made this agreement because they were kind of like they were trying to isolate them.
Mhm.
because they were like they're building their nukes, they're powerful, but they were struggling financially, kind of like a North Korea situation. So they were like, listen, we'll give y'all a bag. Y'all got to give up your nukes. And I think they gave it to Russia, if I'm not mistaken. Because Russia was part of it too. And they were like, we'll never invade you or something along those lines. Like there won't be no aggression towards you.
Right.
And then, and that's the thing with America. Like America is not trustworthy in a sense because, 10 years, we'll be like, oh, Iran, yeah, y'all good.
When was America ever trustworthy?
Right. Like, and then you get the next president.
They lied to the natives, and they still haven't paid them back for, for the treaties they made with them.
You'll get the next president or somebody like Trump, and he'll be like, nah, that nuke deal, I'm not feeling that. You're done. And it's like, all right. You're just erasing everything that people have worked for. You know what I mean? So,
I did see that they were having peace talks, right? They've been having peace talks, and they created like some safe zones, Russia and Ukraine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but then they were saying that Russia wasn't ceasefire.
Yeah,
they weren't honoring it. It still was shooting at civilians and
they did.
So, they did say that, or they did do that.
No,
that's what the media is saying. You know what I'm saying? You can't verify it according to.
And that's the thing, right? You have Russia or all these media companies who get out of Russia, so you don't really know what's going on. You're just going based off of one-sided story. And then now they're saying,
because everybody's been shut down. Everything, RT and another media company from Russia was suppressed on Facebook, right, and YouTube.
Correct. Yeah.
And their apps aren't even available in the app stores.
Correct. Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how are we supposed to believe? How do we know? Like, we're only really getting one side, of the media coverage.
It's not like that's ever happened before, right?
I guess so, but now it's like really out in the open,
What do you mean? What never happened before?
They will only get one side of the story.
One side of the story.
Oh, well, that's my thing, right? Because it's always like, oh, Russia's pushing propaganda, da 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 da, and I'm like, all right, cool, but then I'm like, wait. What if they're pushing us propaganda?
But that doesn't mean that they're not, though. That doesn't mean that Russia isn't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It doesn't mean that they aren't. But
right. But I just start thinking what about our side? Like,
yeah, you're right. Like, it's
not
like
there's been like these stories of like Kyiv, this guy that was like shooting down all the Russian fire.
The ghost of Kyiv, right? That dude was fake.
There's like all these different stories, especially now, and now it's in social media, like.
I ain't even know.
What about that? What about the dead bodies? What about the dead body? The hundreds of dead bodies.
Like your man opened up the body bag. Like y'all can't breathe in here.
That was wild. But you know what? It's